Hello, welcome to Souls Intersect. This reading is for Aquarius Sun, Moon, or Rising signs for the month of February 2017. I've selected 9 cards for you, and I will first take you through them because I know they're a little bit hard to read at this angle. So, starting on the top from the left, we have the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Hanged Man. And then in the center, the Page of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. And then on the bottom, the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Okay. So the central card to the reading is the Nine of Cups. And the feeling that I'm getting from this that really feels like it's carrying over into the entire reading, though there are some challenging cards, is this feeling of fulfillment on the emotional level, abundance on the emotional level, and I really get the sense, especially with this depiction, of something being handed to you. So the message that's coming through with that too is that with these things, with a gift from the universe, sometimes it doesn't always come in the package that you expect it to. And that's what brings me to the Ten of Swords. I do feel like there has been something eliminated from your life, and it feels like something that was meant to come to an end. Next to the Five of Cups, I definitely get the sense that a lot of you Aquarians are very much carrying some painful energy with you, but it is a Cups card, and it does have that healing element with it. So, seeing also the swords next to the cups, these two elements, my sense with that overall is to let yourself feel pain on any level. This is not something upcoming, by the way. I feel like it's something that you already know about. For some of you, it might be a relationship, but for some of you, it could be just something that's happened within your family. It could be something in society, even something broader like that. Or it could be something related to work. But again, the sense I'm getting with those two elements there, the air from the swords and the water from the cups, is that most likely you're feeling it on the mental level because of maybe you weren't aware that it was going to come to an end or going to change in the way that you did. It could also just be a shifting of stages. It doesn't have to be like an abrupt ending to a relationship. It can be that because it carries that feeling of defeat. But again, it could also just be that you didn't expect a stage to change so quickly. And again, that's a lot of that is on the mental level. It has to do with your belief system. It could have to do with expectations. And so the sense I'm getting with the Five of Cups is that you probably are feeling anxious about this or remorseful or in some kind of emotional turmoil or upset, but to allow yourself to feel those emotions. And I just get this sense from all the water in that card that it's meant to really help wash away the ending. It's like this although it's an air element, this Ten of Swords, it's very red. It has that fire energy. So I feel like there's still some embers that are really hot from this thing that came to maybe a crashing halt even. And this water energy is meant to really douse that and heal. So the message there is really to allow yourself to feel. And then the underlying message is that it very much it could be a gift from the universe as well. So looking at some of the maybe figures that are coming into play in your life this month in February, I see the Page of Swords next to that Nine of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. I do sense that for some of you there could be children, and this could be representing their signs. So it could be that one is an earth sign and one is an air sign, possibly a son and a daughter. So that is one message that's coming through. It doesn't have to be male and female, by the way, but that's some of the energy I'm getting. So what I feel like is that whatever did come to an end, that part of why it might be a greater gift overall is because of what it's going to allow in relation to children. It might not be yours too. It could be children in your life. So maybe it's something like this is an example, but if it is work, for example, that came to an end, maybe you're meant to be spending more time with them right now if you do have children. That's just an example. It's not necessarily a message that's coming through. Another thing, though, is just what these cards mean next to this Nine of Cups, like if they're not representing people. And my sense there is, it seems like a couple of maybe mild warnings. One having to do with trying, again, it has to do with those expectations, like what's going on the mental level, to try to manage that. And it feels like a little bit of maybe anxiety too. The Two of Swords coming up diagonal to that is definitely telling me that there's some mental conflict going on. And I think that the message with the Page of Swords, if it's not a person, has to do with that. Managing your level of anxiety, managing what's happening at the mental level, especially to do with expectations. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, that part of, I think, why you're meant to be managing that right now is, I just get the sense that you might not have as much control over what's happening right now as you think. In other words, the only control might be at the mental level. And that's not meant to cause anxiety. It's actually meant to help try to ease anxiety, because the idea is that although you might not have control and things might be happening a bit slower than you think, again, I just get the sense that it's going to be a gift overall. I'm hearing you'll thank me later. So whatever's happening right now might not feel at all like what you expected, or definitely not how you want things to be working out, but I feel like there's a reason, and it will become clear. That Ace of Swords, that clarity is in the near future. I do feel like the Hanged Man with the Knight of Pentacles is emphasizing that sense of maybe some delay, a little bit of slowness, but also with the Three of Pentacles coming up, I feel that even with those two cards indicating maybe some delay or slowness, that the Three of Pentacles is showing us, it's really emphasizing that Nine of Cups message, that something is being built up, a foundation is being built. I really feel very strongly that there's something happening that you're not seeing right now, and you're not really meant to be. So it's not like you're missing it because you're blinding yourself or something. There's kind of things happening out of your sight, out of your sensual capacity right now, that are going to show you a little bit later on some of the reasons why whatever's happening right now is happening. Okay. Another thing I'm picking up on is a relationship. So this could just be for one person. Maybe a group of you have a similar theme happening, but this is if the ending did have to do with a relationship. Again, it's probably something that already happened. But the idea that I get is that it might be this Knight of Pentacles character, because whether it's male or female, there's that aspect of slowness, and I feel like this person is someone that you really cared about, and I really see you giving your heart to them through this Nine of Cups energy. But there's something about how slow they were. It could be that they were too slow to respond to something that you requested, that you wanted. The Three of Pentacles and the Two of Swords is making me think it might have to do with building a home together. That could be referring to moving in together, possibly even starting like a business together, or just maybe getting engaged or getting married, that maybe you came forward about this. That Ace of Swords like presented it to this person, this Knight of Pentacles person, and he or she faltered. Or they I don't know that they didn't give a response. I feel like they delayed at least. and weren't sure. There was kind of a maybe or an I don't know, or something along those lines. This sense of, them not being sure and them delaying. And that Page of Swords coming through, and it is your element. I feel that maybe you might have cut things off. Either you cut things off because you were frustrated with the delaying, or you spoke up about it in a way that maybe was harsh, or at least perceived by them as being too harsh, and that caused things to come to an end. So that is something I'm picking up on for some of you. And I do sense, though, in that case, overall, that I am feeling a good connection between these two people, and I will say that I feel that there is potential for it to work out, even if it has come to an end. It does feel like there might be potential, but especially with the Nine of Cups. But what I will say is I do also sense a strong incompatibility in a way. So the connection feels strong. Like on the spiritual level, I do feel that there's a coming together for a reason, and that it may feel in many ways that there is compatibility, because I feel that strong spiritual connection, but I also feel, again, that maybe more on the practical level, or the way that you think, and speed also, because of this whole delaying thing, that there is incompatibility. And ultimately, it might not be the relationship that you ideally want. It might not be what's best for you in terms of compatibility, but there may still be a lesson to be learned there through this, related to this event that has happened, maybe this decision, or this whatever took this person too long to decide. So I don't feel like, I feel that there may be another chapter here, if that is the case, if this is in relation to a romantic relationship. Okay, Aquarians, I'm going to wrap this up here. If you have any questions about this reading or about my services, feel free to email me at soulsintersect@gmail.com. And the link to my site is in the description below. And you can also read about my services and my approach and everything on my site if you'd like to. Thank you. And happy birthday to those of you celebrating who have your sun sign in Aquarius.